I'm here with Michael Zellman, the Road PR and Media Manager of SRAM, and SRAM obviously been one of the key players in the component group, taking on Shimano and Campanolo with a great launch of SRAM Force, Rival, and now SRAM Red. But hey, you got something else coming our way in 2009. Let's talk about those wheels.
Yeah, we talked about it at Sea Otter this year. We made a pitch to the media that we're going to launch wheels, and here they are. We got three wheels right here, the SRAM S Series wheels. We got the S40, the S60, and the S80, and the numbers refer to the depth of the rim. These are basically all clinchers, with carbon fused to aluminum. So they're going to be affordable, practical, performance-oriented wheels, but somewhere between $1,200 and $1,300 for the set, 2,000 grams and under for the 3 sets. You've got your training racing wheel right here, your climbing wheel in the S40. You've got the mid-dish S60 right here, sort of an every wheel, time trial on it, crit, road race. Then you've got your deep dish wheel right here. But a couple things to point out on these wheels is the woven carbon bonded to the aluminum rim, and the aluminum rim has small grooves in it which reduce vibration, improve gripping power. You've got Sapum bladed spokes here, laterally laced and cross-laced, 18 in the front, 20 in the rear. So it's going to be a solid ride, an aerodynamic ride, and a very fast ride. Sometimes wheels just being a little heavier, say these are 2,077 grams, somewhere around there. A lot of momentum, good for bigger riders, good for stronger riders, power riders. So we're really proud of what we've launched here. I think the graphics speak for themselves. SRAM S Series wheels.
SRAM launched into road groups in 2006. Michael, tell us about the new exciting stuff coming from SRAM.
Well, a couple things. You know, we launched Force and Rival in 2006. Then in 2007, we launched Red, the world's lightest road group. Then we relaunched Force and Rival this year, improving on some of the colors and graphics and things like that, and making some refinements to the technology. One of the things I want to talk about with respect to Red is the world's first sub 2,000 gram Grupo, exceptionally light. And as we all know, roadies prefer it light. They take the technology to the extreme, and Red does that. And even with the introduction of Campy 11 speed and Shimano electric and things like that, we still think we have the lightest, most ergonomic, and best performing Grupo in the world. You know, Red is a professional level Grupo, and then we have another thing to talk about, and that is the BB30 option. This is the BB30 crank, and Cannondale and Scott and a number of other brands have adopted the BB30 standard as an option to the bottom bracket. So what it does is basically the cups fit straight into the frame, so there's no bottom bracket that adds weight. So it's lighter. It gives a wider circle here, so it's stiffer, and it's a better performing in terms of heel clearance. And so this crank, the BB30, in a compact with ceramic bearings, is going to weigh sub 1,800 grams. That's 200 grams lighter than just about anybody else. And when you're talking a third to a half a pound on a bike, especially at the handlebars, and our double tap levers are by far the lightest levers made. You know, you're talking about Alberto Contador climbing up the Agrelou, rocking that bike back and forth, saving just a bit of energy every time. Hence he won. You know, when he wrapped up the Giro, he wrapped up the Vuelta. So we've had a lot of good success with Red, obviously, this year, but we're also proud to introduce, some of the refined technologies like BB30 with it as well.
So Michael, let's talk about the relaunch of the SRAM Rival group.
Yeah, basically what we did is we added some, we're big on trickle-down technology and trickle-up technology. Actually, we introduce things at a sport or competitive level, and we improve on those technologies. But a lot of times what we do, Exo rear derailleur is a perfect example, is we launch something at a very high level, and then we bring those technologies down to some of the other things. And what we did this year with Rival is we relaunched it. It's all black now. The first thing you'll notice is the carbon lever. Now this is a $900 group set MSRP. $900. It's several hundred grams lighter than Ultegra. It's also the fastest shifting, lightest Grupo in the competitive level range that you'll find. So what we did is we lengthened the lever, added carbon. Everything's all anodized, finished black. It's beautiful. You can see the cranks here. I think black actually goes faster than brushed aluminum or stainless steel. You know, it just looks better. It looks faster. It looks good on the bike. So what we did is we brought refinements from Red, including reach adjust for both levers, so you can set the reach. You can set the reach on both the shift panel and the brake lever. Multi-cable routing options, so you can route your cables on the back or the front of the bars. So you can have, if you have a comfort issue with running, the cable under your hands, you know what I'm talking about. You can do that as well. Some of the other things we brought, and this is the double tap shifting system that's in all our systems. The hood shape is exactly the same as Red and Force. All the groups can be combined and crossed over. You can mix and match as you will. Red works best with Red, but nonetheless, Red, Force, and Rival, they all work well together. Rival's a real value at around $900. Force comes in just over $1,100-$1,200, and then Red is now less expensive than Campy's top-end group and the new Durace. So Red is around $2,100 in 09. So it's reasonably affordable, for that top-end consumer looking for the best road group in the world.